and welcome to another episode of the Couch Bros podcast. I think this week 12. You know how we do. Recap all the hilarity of all the wackiness that football brings to us each and every single week. The usual suspects are in the building. G-Baby and Rod. We're going to go ahead and break down the Dolphins, the Patriots, obviously Chiefs and Bucks, obviously the fiasco that was the Broncos and Saints and everything in between. And we're going to debut a fan favorite from last year, Bad Dope Award, or the Bad Dope of the Week, as well as bring back You're the Worst. Because if there's any week that deserves to have a You're the Worst, it's going to be this one, man. So let's get it. All right, y'all boys, what's going on, man? This has been one of the funniest, most ridiculous football seasons of all time, and we're seeing what COVID has done. Like, COVID came in like the rapture. I think the NFL thought, you know what, we could try to get away with this to the best of our ability, but there's no way they could have foreseen that it would be this bad. To the point where we had a game yesterday, I should say, or Sunday when you guys listening to this, that did not have a quarterback, with two professional NFL teams, and neither started a quarterback. One didn't start a quarterback because they're just stupid, because they have a quarterback, but they must be so scared that they'd rather start a running back. And the other one literally didn't have a quarterback suited, not practice squad, not nothing. Like,
incredible, bro.
They had to start an undrafted wide receiver and then give him a different number to start at quarterback, dog, just for that game. But we're not going to start there. We're going to save that for down the road. Normally what we do, we usually talk about our favorite teams and then we touch on the rest of the week's games. But because this game was so big, so monumental, had so many storylines, so many different ways that you could pick it apart and address it. Obviously, I'm talking about Chiefs and Bucks. It was heralded as the old versus the new, the reigning GOAT versus the potential GOAT, the past 20 years of dominance and maybe the next 20 years of dominance. Young quarterback coming for the throne versus old quarterback that's trying to keep it as long as possible. And it wasn't really close. It was none of that. It was one quarterback named Patrick Mahomes with his fucking curly hair just throwing his fucking dick around and slapping everybody with it, dog. Like, to me, and I watched a good portion of that game.
It was super anticlimactic.
Yeah, that 27-24 wasn't really indicative of what that game was. If you go back and watch it in real time, it felt like it was a 50 to 10 point game, dog. You feel me? It was a 3-point game ultimately. That's what the final score cards say, and that's what the history books are going to say, but that wasn't it to me. So what did y'all think about that game? And we could really get into it.
I mean, the Kansas City Chiefs are showing everybody that this is the Super Bowl. They're going back to the Super Bowl this year. Is there any team you could say with confidence can beat them right now? Like, with confidence?
With confidence, hell no. Because it's like every team has a weakness that they can exploit. That's the problem. Like, this team isn't as good as the last year's team. Like, if the last year's 49ers played this year's Chiefs, the 49ers will watch them. That 49ers team doesn't exist due to COVID and just injuries. Like, they got riddled with injuries before the season even started. I can't see a team. Obviously not the Bucks, because they don't have the cornerbacks to do it. So I don't know, bro. Go on, continue.
Yeah, watching, especially in the first quarter, imagine that Tyreek Hill in the first quarter gets 200 yards. Patrick Mahomes ends the first half with 350 yards. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, who has an answer for that? The Dolphins, we play them in 2 weeks. Regardless of whether we start Tua or Fitz, our defense is perfectly tailored to get destroyed by these niggas. Because Patrick Mahomes versus the blitz is remarkable. Like, if you blitz Patrick Mahomes, he's just going to destroy you. And that's all we do.
Has anybody been able to get to him with only 4?
Ironically, it was the Raiders, which is the two games that I'm not going to say struggled or anything like that. The two toughest games for them relatively to what they consider tough was the Raiders. The Raiders were able to do it before. And this is why it's ironic. Because the Raiders have a bottom 5 pass rush, dog. They can't sack nobody, bro. So it doesn't make any sense why they can sack him, dog.
It's division games, man. You'll never understand it. But watching that game, I never felt like going into the game, I thought it was gonna. We all were anticipating this should be. Well, I will say I was wondering about the Bucks because their last few games against really good teams, they kind of folded. So I was thinking to myself, like, is this the game they bounce back? Like the Chiefs really? And watching the game, it was just. I don't want to say I was disappointed. It was just what I expected. I mean, the Chiefs just dominated. I mean, they didn't. Let me not say it was what I expected. I wasn't expecting Tyreek Hill to get 200 yards in the first quarter. That was like unbelievable. But just the fact that they were up like 27-10 at one point, and I just never felt like, even though the Patriots, Tom Brady, even though the Bucks ended up bringing it back, they got it close. Tom Brady's final stats look good. I mean, he has 345 yards passing, 3 touchdowns and 2 picks, but he threw 2 really bad picks, man. Like, especially when they were driving, like having time to make it a game. And it just, to me, it just never felt like the Bucks, like once the Chiefs got rolling, it just felt like they never had a chance. And it's not like the Chiefs played a perfect game. You know, they started off hot, and in the second half they cooled off because, they were up, but the Chiefs, man, they're one of the scariest teams. Like, the thing about them is that they haven't put like a full 4 quarters together this season. Like, at some point in their games, they either start slow or they start fast and they finish a little slow. Like, imagine the Chiefs just going full force for 4 quarters. Like, them niggas will put up 60 points.
Nah, this is honestly, bro, like the NFL version of the 2015 Warriors, bro, or the 2016 Warriors. Like, because I would say the 2015. No. 2016. I'm gonna tell you why. The 2016 version was better. Or what's the version that had KD? That's 2017?
2017.
Okay, my bad. So that's the 2017. Like, they could just play with you, dog. And if it was close, even if it's close, they're gonna make more plays to win the game ultimately, bro. Like, that's why they only have 1 loss, dog. Like, and it took like I think it took like 35 or 36 points to beat them, and that was from the Raiders. 40, yeah. It was
40-32.
It was 40. Score. It took 40 points to beat these dudes.
Their only loss was by 8 points, and it was and the team had to put up 40 to beat them. Like, that's what it takes to beat the Chiefs. Like, you have to be able to keep pace with Mahomes, which, to the Raiders' credit, they did for two games. They were able to keep pace
for 2 games.
But who else can do that? Like,
and that's how it was with the Warriors. Like, they make you feel like there's nobody that could beat them. But unlike basketball, this is still football. And all it takes is the right personnel. I just don't know what it is. Because, okay, I double Tyreek Hill. I got to worry about Travis Kelce. Fine, fuck it. I'll take the middle of the field away. You can't beat me, Travis Kelce. I'm a shade coverage over to fucking Tyreek Hill and take away the middle of the field. Now I got to worry about McCole Hartman and Sammy Watkins, bruh. They're not great, but if you give them one-on-one coverage against the second and third cornerback with no safety help, and they're still running 4 threes, like, they just break the math of football, dog. Like, how many times have you seen Tyreek Hill get past the corner and the safety that's already over the top of him, dog?
He's just too fast, bro.
Like
this is unbelievable, bro. Like,
it's ridiculous.
Like, and I'm thinking about how the Dolphins like to play, and I'm thinking to myself, like, man, like, what answer do we have for that nigga, bro?
Bro, Zay Howard got some problems, bro. He gonna have some problems in about 2 weeks, boy. 13.
X is gonna have some.
Yeah. He gonna have some problems with that, bro. That boy not coming to play. That boy coming to score every time, dog. And I remember I mentioned this, and I think this is a good time to break it up for people who need a little bit more of insight into what makes Tyreek Hill so good. It's not just his speed. At the end of the day, he's a complete receiver. Like, he has incredibly strong hands. Like, he could catch in traffic. he has a really abnormally sized catch radius relative to how actually big he is. He's only 5'10". But you would think he's a fucking 6'3" receiver, dog.
Right.
With his catch radius. And this is the most important part. And this is the part that cannot be forgotten or understated. What makes him so dangerous, and I wish there's a way I could show you or show you what play it was. On the first bomb, he ran a double route. Carlton Davis had perfect coverage. He didn't bite. Like, he sat down on the coverage and he was with there. But the fact that he got on him so fast, once Kyrie, it's a foot race, and you're not going to ever win a foot race with Tyreek Hill, bro.
Never, bro. Not in your wildest dreams, bro.
If that was 99% of the wide receivers, it would have been perfect coverage, dog. You feel me? But because he has so much speed, and this is the other part with it, he's the fastest person I have ever seen out of a break. There's no stop. And that's the part that I think just horrifies cornerbacks, because 9 times out of 10, a wide receiver, he's going to run, and to get hit to his break, he has to slow down and then speed back up. There's no slow down, bro. It's the break, and instantaneously he's in his acceleration, bro. And he's just running away from people, dog. Like, there's nothing you could do with this, bro.
And then to add to that, Patrick Mahomes throws perfect balls, bro.
From like, any angle.
Like, it's to Carlton Davis's credit, like, there were plays where he covered Tyreek as well as he could cover him, but Mahomes just put the ball in the exact perfect place he couldn't do shit with.
And when it comes out that fast and that precise, just because I know what play you're talking about, it was that 20-yard fade route. If he would have put his hands up, he could have blocked it, because the ball was low enough for it. All he had to do was put his hands up, but the ball came so fast.
That nigga looked back, that shit was already over his head, bro. I'm like, God damn, Mahomes, like, you're a fucking monster, bro.
All right, so how about this though? We could have a whole Chiefs fest, dog. But going back to the Bucs side though, this is another game. Bucs is 7-5, bro. Like,
how the mighty have fallen. They were 6-2 at one point.
They were 6-2 and they're 7-5, and this is something I'm starting to get concerned. Actually, I'm not starting to get concerned. I am concerned. I can't consider this team a Super Bowl team anymore, bro. The only way they make the Super Bowl is because the NFC is just anybody can be anybody, bro. Right. But they're not a legitimate and a Super Bowl contender. This pains me to say, but it's the fucking truth. Tom Brady don't want to get hit, bro. Nah, and if you don't want to get hit, stop fucking playing football, dog. Like,
Tom is done, bro. He's that 43. He feels it. He feels those hits now, bro. So now it's just, if niggas even get close to him, he's like, the man's inaccuracy is ridiculous. When, like, they don't even have to hit him, bro. Like, if they get close to him, Tom gets like, it's like, I don't know. It's like the niggas walking in an inferno or some shit, bro. And he's in the pocket now, man. Like,
listen, dog. Like, you can't always have perfect coverage, bro. If you wanted the best O-line possible, bro, your ass should have went to the fucking Colts, bro.
Right.
Like, and the Bucs have been surprisingly really good in pass protection. Really fucking good.
Well, they lost somebody for a little bit, right? I think it was Marpet.
So. I think so. Yeah. Or Peter, or whatever his name is, dog. But one nigga shouldn't just, if one nigga doing this to you, bro, then go home, bro. Like, it's not going to be the perfect situation for you, bro. Like, you're 43, and it's understandable. Your body can't react to hits the same way, dog.
Right.
You feel me? And this is a long season. Whether we're playing, even when quarterbacks play by a different ball game, even though quarterbacks have way more protection rules in their favor, if you get hit by a 300-pound nigga that runs a 4.5, it's still gonna hurt, bro. It's still a fucking car crash, dog.
Yes.
Like, so I understand it, but go home, bro. Like, you can't have it both ways, dog. And
listen,
go ahead.
He's not playing that bad to like belittle him and whatnot, bro.
Yes, he is, because the problem is that there's a reason why they were down so big that early, because he's not sustaining drives, and he has more talent than 95% of the entire league combined, bro.
Yeah.
Well, but okay. So this is where watching the Chiefs made me sit there and think. That one play that was an option pass and an option run, I seen he threw it to Tyreek and it was like a good 15 yards. I was like, plays like this is why they're dangerous. But my whole point is looking at their offense, man. That shit just, there's nothing It's nothing to sit down and be like, oh, this is well executed. This is well set up. This is over. Like at the end of the day, you just asking dudes to run 15 yards down the field. Maybe they cut. Maybe they just go straight out, bro. Maybe it's a post. Like I'm looking at it, it's like nothing about this is innovated or like
Creative.
space. Yes, creative. It's just more.
That's
This is dull.
That's not a bad point because that's another thing. That's the other element we forgot to bring up with the Chiefs, bro. Is the fact that Andy Reid is arguably the best like passing play designer in the league. Like this man designs like every time you watch a Chiefs game, you'll see like some like neat shifty little play that they make, and you're just like, damn, like why does no one else do that? Like he's the king of that shit.
I'm with you to an extent, and I'm with you on the Andy Reid side. But at the end of the day, bro, it's like say what you want about this offense, dog. This offense was the offense that got Andrew Luck Rookie of the Year and got Bruce Arians Coach of the Year.
Well,
It's a long list, bro. This offense is the offense that got Ben Roethlisberger a Super Bowl, bro. Like this offense is the offense that gave Carson Palmer the best year of his career. Now the thing is, most people outside of Andrew Luck, they say it takes 2 years to get it. And say what you want, this is the same offense that just last year gave Jameis Winston 5,000 yards and 30 touchdowns, bro. It came with 30 interceptions and 40-something turnovers total. But
look at the talent you're talking about. Carson Palmer, Ben showed he was a quarterback before. I don't know when he got with him, but nonetheless,
Carson Palmer was with the Raiders and then he quit football. He quit football twice.
He was already real good in Cincinnati.
Yeah, but there's a difference between I'm not saying that it elevated him. I'm saying that I'm talking about the offense.
I mean, it revived his career at that time.
I'm not saying it made him better. Like Ben Roethlisberger was going to be a Hall of Famer regardless. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that this is the same offense that Ben Roethlisberger was prosperous under. It's the same offense that gave Andrew Luck Rookie of the Year, and he was really fucking good. I'm just saying, in just last year, I just seen this offense gave somebody 5,000 yards, bro. Like, there's a lot of open possessions or things that the offense does. But speaking of that, I think more or less this is just two people who don't align philosophically, bro. Like Bruce Arians be saying some little slick shit about Tom all the time, bro.
Yeah,
like even this week, bro, he was like, "Hey, bro, hey, it is what it is. We just run the plays that Tom calls, bro." Them niggas don't like each other, man.
Yeah, man. I think that marriage is going sour very quickly. I don't know, man. It's funny to watch the coach just take digs at the quarterback like every week, dog. Like every time they lose, it's causing distortion in the locker room. You can tell, bro. Like it's gonna combust, bro. Like I don't know. The Bucks are currently a disappointment.
Nah, they're a disappointment. So okay, before we go on to you guys' teams, where do we go from here with the Bucks? Because I mean, the Chiefs is just if somebody beats them, but where do we go and what can we take from this and what do you think the Bucks can improve on to get out of this skid? Because there's not that much time left.
I think they have one of the best medicines you can ask for. I think their schedule coming up is pretty easy. I say that, but Atlanta just put a beat down on. They play Atlanta twice, but Atlanta just whooped the fuck out of the Raiders. So maybe it's not so easy. But I don't know. The Bucks, they have to figure out a way to meet in the middle. Like you said, it's a philosophical imbalance between Bruce Arians and Tom Brady, and I think this, you got to find a way to meet in the middle because Tom Brady has not been successful throwing it down the field for whatever reason, dog. Like that nigga just is not.
It was never his game, bro. Like I understand everybody says, "Oh, he did that 1 year with Moss," but it was never his thing. Like, oh, just throwing.
No,
it
you're
up.
right. You're right.
It was always cut you. Big play.
Well, the thing is, Tom Brady is like a methodical surgeon, right? Like all his offenses was always just methodically just slicing you down the field. Bruce Arians' offense is more like, we're going to swing hooks and uppercuts.
Well, I think what's happening, I think it's a combination of it's not really Tom's game. And this is what happens when you have a season or when you have a lack of continuity, bro. Because at the end of the day, you got guys, and this is what happens when you're in an option heavy system. The system is option heavy. Tom is used to, I see something, the guy I'm throwing to sees it too. We're on the same page. Mike Evans is not on the same page with Tom Brady, bro. That's just facts, bro. Like, they're not reading shades the same way. They're not reading coverage the same way. Mike Evans could get away with that with Jameis because Jameis don't know what he was looking at anyway, bro.
Hey, I thought
Jameis just wanted to throw the ball up to him.
At least could read defense. He can't read defense.
That was his biggest problem. The problem with Jameis is he didn't know what defense was happening, so it was really easy to bait him, dog. Like all of his picks were okay. 80% of his picks were just bait coverage picks, dog. Him thinking somebody's there he thinks is not going to be there pre-snap. He looks at the coverage and he's like, I'm throwing to this spot no matter what.
I'm hitting square.
Because the linebacker, in my mind, ain't going to be there. And he's so determined. He thinks he's so right that he throws and there's 3 linebackers there, bro. So obviously him and Mike Evans, bro, they had a rapport because neither of them niggas knew what they was looking at. So they were just playing street ball out there, bro. Now he's playing with a quarterback who knows what he's looking at. And this is not to excuse Tom Brady. Tom Brady has been trash. Like, he throws picks and he just throws picks that has no business.
But those 2 picks that he threw yesterday was because it got hit by the line, bro. Like, so I understand that it's still 2 picks, but it ain't the same as like he was just throwing it to a defender.
No, I get what you're saying, but what I'm saying as well is just his play. Like, the biggest thing about Tom Brady is he's not good against the blitz. The past 3 years, 2017 was the last year he was good against the blitz. His fucking passer rating was 96.7. That's amazing. Then it went down to like 50 something, and now it's just I think it's in the 20s or 30s now, bro. Mans don't want to see no pressure. Mans don't want to feel it, bro. He don't want to be. He ain't got no time for it, bro. Mans don't want to feel it. But I got the schedule right now. They got Vikings, they got the Lions, and they got the Falcons twice. So they literally play the Falcons back to back in on the 20th. Then they play the Lions, and they go play the fucking Falcons. So they could win the next 4 games. I'm not just gonna give them that Vikings game. Like, I can't do that no more, bro.
No.
At this point, I can't even just give them the fucking Falcons anymore, bro. Like,
really, like the NFL is like in a weird place where it's just like you can't trust anybody except the Chiefs and the Steelers because of their schedule.
Yep. All right, so let's go on from them and then let's get into your guys' teams, bro. Where do you want to start? You want to start Dolphins? You want to start? Matter of fact, let's start with the Patriots, bro, because I feel like there's more intrigue into that game. Bro.
Yeah, no, why not? Let's go.
All right, so Patriots game. I'm pissed because I'm in the process of moving, so I've been running around. I can't sit down and watch the game like I want to. I had it on my phone, but obviously when you're doing some legal streaming, dog, hey, and Google your data not working with you, bro. So I didn't get to watch the game how much I wanted to. The little that I did see, I'm thinking it's gonna be a blowout. And then I tune into the fucking red zone and they're fucking panning over to the Patriots kicker, making a kick and everybody going crazy. I'm like, that's not right. Why are those guys so excited to make a kick? Then they get blown out? No, they actually won the game. That was the game-winning kick. And that shit blew my fucking high. And I didn't even smoke. They just made me high and then blew it instantly, bro. Because I just couldn't fathom. Like, what? So, from the guys who did watch it, what happened? Please explain this to me, bro. Go ahead.
To be honest with you, I was watching it early. I caught some of it on Red Zone, and I started watching mostly the Dolphins game. But the Bill Belichick just pulled out a fucking masterpiece out his ass, man. Like, cause you seen Cam's stat line. Like, I mean, Cam Newton towards the end of the game, like he did lead the team down the field for the field goal. Like he didn't make any mistakes. But Cam didn't have a good game. But you know, the Patriots as a whole had a good game. The running game was was on point. I can't really say anything about the receivers. My dog threw for 80 yards. But the defense did a good job of slowing down Kyler Murray. The one thing that I noticed that they did really well and that teams have figured out is that they're just playing contain. Like the corners on the outside, anybody who can get, they're just not letting Kyler Murray get where he wants to go. And they forced him to have to throw the ball. And as you mentioned, Herb, when we were talking pre-show, Cliff Kingsbury's offense is predicated on short passes and screens. So, I mean, Bill Belichick's gonna let you have that all day.
Yeah, you can have that, bro.
Like he's not worried about that. Like he's gonna scheme around that. So, to me, it was just a matter of like Bill Belichick, because the Cardinals are definitely the more talented team. It's just that the better coach showed his ass.
Man, listen, bro. I don't know what to say, fam. I told you if this man had one more bad game, I would have to jump off the Cam Newton bandwagon. I'm not.
How does 9 of 18 sound for you?
Right, it was difficult. It was difficult, dog. But we squeaked out a good win, and like you said, the Belichick pulled it out of his ass, dog. It got to the point where I'm like, dude, I know the team is real bad, but how bad? Because this is not acceptable, bro. And
this was a rough, like, I'm sorry to cut you off, but this is one of the ugliest games I could imagine. And this is funny. This is hilarious to me. Jacob Myers had 52 yards. That man had almost over half of Cam Newton's passing yards, bro. Cam only had 84, bro, total, bro. Like, and this is even funnier. The nigga had 5 receptions. That's over half of Cam's total completions, bro, because Cam only completed 9, bro. So that man had over half of that man's production, bro. But nah, just some of the game stats, bro. Total yards. Patriots, 179. Yards per play, 3.5. Total passing yards, bro, 69 passing yards for the game, my nigga. Are you fucking kidding me, bro?
Those are like mediocre rushing numbers, man.
Nigga, like,
imagine.
I mean, the rushing, they did rush the ball, but they didn't do a good job at it, bro. They only averaged 3.7 yards per rush, dog. Like, this was a rough game to watch, bro. And I feel bad for anybody who had to sit down and watch this shit, bro. Who was like really invested in this game, bro.
And the Patriots have now become the team, bro, that is like when you watch their games, there's a slog to watch those motherfuckers, man. It was like, that's why I ended up, bro. I decided to tune into the Dolphins game. We were playing the Jets. I was just like, man, let me tune into it. Because I'm watching the game, and it's just like you're watching these offenses move little by little and getting nowhere, bro. and bro, I just gotta mention, bro, Zane Gonzalez, bro, my man, dog. The moment when he was going up the kick, dog, I could see it in his eyes, bro. He wasn't ready for the moment, man. He wasn't ready for it, man. He fucking missed that kick, and now the Cardinals are sitting there. Yo, Kyler Murray's face when that nigga missed that kick, Kyler Murray was looking like, nah. He was just like,
bro. Tell that nigga Kid Ross. He didn't deserve to win that game anyway, nigga. Fuck out of here, nigga.
Nah, man. Nah.
Fuck out of here, man. Bro,
he got shut down.
Come on, dog. Listen, bro. You threw the ball 34 times and you only had 170 yards passing.
That's the shit I've been talking about when it comes to Kyler Murray, bro.
Nah, listen. Kyler Murray is beholden to his dumbass coach's stupid fucking offense, bro. That nigga this is what I hate about certain coaches. There are certain coaches who are great game planners. Sean McVay, Bill Belichick, Kyle Shanahan, Eric Bieniemy, and Andy Reid. You feel me? Then there's these guys who only know how to do what they do, and they just make. Cliff Kingsbury just looks handsome and feels charming, so you feel like he's smarter than he is. Like, but he's not, bro. Now, if you want, and listen, if you want to criticize Kyler Murray, go ahead, be my guest. But the nigga was just had the 4th highest odds to win MVP, bro. So I'm not gonna say like he's been super trash, bro.
Right.
You feel me? But this is a game that I stayed away from the bookie for a reason, because I'm like, at the end of the day, there's one thing I'm gonna bet on: Bill Belichick's ability to take away whatever a young quarterback wants to do, bro. no matter how talented he is, unless his name is Patrick Mahomes, dog.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Mahomes is the cheat code.
Yeah, so that's just what it is, bro. But whew, that game was rough, dog. That game was rough, bro. Let's get on the Dolphins though.
Yeah, man. The return of Ryan Fitzmagic, man. Which, by the way, man, it wasn't really a good return for him, man. I mean, it was good for him a little bit. He had like 257 yards, 2 touchdowns, but the offensive line, man, concerning. We gave up. He got hit 10 times. He was sacked 4 times. Our running backs fumbled on back-to-back rushing plays. Like I was watching the game, and I'm just thinking to myself, like, y'all just looking like the same old Dolphins, bro. But I do have to say, man, our defense, man, like, granted, we're playing the Jets. Like, I'm not trying to sing our praises too high. We're playing Sam Darnold. But the Dolphins did some things that back in the day, like, I don't know, I guess it's all the years of watching us be mediocre. It's just like, especially after that disappointing loss against Denver, I'm sitting here watching. I was kind of worried about the Jets game. I was just like, damn, bro, like, the Jets are going to play hard. And the defense played hard. I'm going to give the Jets defense some props because they made our offensive line look bad, bro. Like, they were beating up Fitz early. But the Jets just didn't have, like, Sam Darnold just played too terribly for them to do anything. They scored, bro, I want you to think about this, dog. We've played the Jets twice this year. They're averaging 1.5 points against us in 2 games. That's horrible, bro. Like, Jets fans, like, for the Sam Darnold apologists, like, this is the game that y'all watch where y'all say, oh, this is why we're going to get Trevor Lawrence. Because, like, come on, bro. Like, what can you say about that? He had Mims. He had Rashad Perriman. He had everybody that he wanted. So, our defense did a great job of completely shutting the Jets down. I mean, the Jets ran the ball on us, but everybody runs the ball on us, bro. This is not nothing new. They didn't run the ball like super well. They didn't run the ball well enough for them to have an impact. They were still forced to throw, which for bad quarterbacks against the Dolphins defense, it's not a match for them, bro. Like, if you're not a good quarterback, like, we exposed Goff, we made a couple other bad quarterbacks look bad. Herbert looked like a rookie. Our defense is legit, man, because our offense made some mistakes. But I will give Fitz some props. Like, despite the bad offensive line play, Fitz made plays. Devontae Parker feasted on those corners. And our 2 tight ends got some touchdowns. So, you know, the Dolphins didn't look good winning, but we won by 17 points. I say this as we won by 17 points, but we didn't look good winning, but we won. So.
This was a very nightmarish game for me, bro. So.
I was thinking about you watching the game too, bro.
All right, so a little backstory to the people who's listening. I decided to have the great idea to bet not $100 but $200 that the Dolphins would cover a 7-point spread because I had that little faith in the fucking Jets. The minute I placed the bet, I immediately got buyer's remorse and I was like, fuck.
You texted us, bro.
Yeah, I texted y'all because at the end of the day, bro, nothing good ever happens to me, dog. So I think me placing that bet just sealed my fate that the Jets were going to have an incredible game, bro. And it felt that way like the first drive. Yeah,
early on.
It felt like that early on. They looked competent. They were moving the ball with ease. Sam Darnold was on time, in rhythm, throwing.
Bro, they kicked that field goal and that was it.
And that was like, oh, man. And then, then the Jets came back to reality, bro. Adam Gase showed us who he really is. Sam Darnold definitely showed us who he really is.
Bro, what was he looking at on those 2 picks, bro? Like,
tell me, bro. Like, break down both of the picks, bro.
Bro, like, I wish I had the time to like look at the all 22 clips so I could really break it down. But from what I remember, like, on the first pick, he was trying to get the ball to Mims. But we had 2 defenders in the area. The nigga was looking right. I felt like he was looking right at Nick Needham, bro. He threw the ball right to, like, he literally threw the ball right to our corner. He had no possible chance of completing that pass. He might have been on the run a little bit, but it's not like he was able to get the ball off, bro. Like, you could see downfield, bro. You know, the second pick he threw was just one of those it was like clearly X was all over the receiver, bro. Like, I don't know why you thought that was a good idea. Like, when are people going to start respecting my man Xavier Howard, bro?
It is true because it's not like he a rookie. It's not like he hasn't been doing this. There's a reason why he was just, 2 years ago, the highest paid corner in the league for a reason. Because that's what he does, bro.
This man has 7 picks this year. He could have 10. He dropped 3 picks. I know for sure he dropped 3 picks. Like, y'all still throwing this nigga's way, bro? Why?
Like, does not make any fucking sense.
Like, why?
I guess they saw the Cardinals game and they felt like, oh yeah, bro, he gave up a bunch of. I mean, those were some bullshit pass interferences. A lot of them, bro.
Bro, he did a great job on D-Hop, bro. Fuck
like,
what you heard.
Straight up. I watched that whole game. I'm like, bro, that's cap. That's bullshit.
The majority of those PIs were just bullshit.
But. Right, but niggas gonna keep trying for whatever reason, dog. But yeah, bro, it's just it. Long story short, I won a bunch of money off of fucking off of the Jets tiers.
The Jets incompetence.
So anybody who if you fuck up, you down bad, and you got like $100, go get your savings, cash out your whole savings, and bet whatever that the fucking team that's going to play the Jets are gonna cover that point spread, bro. You gonna make that money back and then some, dog. I'm telling you. Oh. Any other games that your boys want to touch on, dog? You know what, bro? Damn, because I didn't really watch the game, bro. I want to show the Giants some love, bro, because I know your boy Chris be listening to us, dog. But I didn't watch that game, bro.
Man, listen, man. It was that was the Thanksgiving game, wasn't it?
That was the Thanksgiving game, and they played the fucking Bengals. Now, I will say this: they lead the division, but this is what happens when you lead the division, right? Or you. Just because they won the game, they went from 6th potentially in the draft to 26, bro. Like, now, fuck it. You feel like there's nobody to draft? Go win your division. Go win the NFC East. I don't give a fuck this year, bro.
Right. You already threw those chips off the table.
The Eagles care, but it doesn't matter if they care, clearly. I don't know what the Redskins want, bro. I think they just see it as an opportunity, dog. So, but yeah, bro. So it was just a lot of games that I could touch on.
I mean, you know what? I do want to. I always want to get the chance to do this because I know our boy Brendan sometimes listens to us too.
Oh yeah, let's go in that game.
Titans,
let's go in that
baby.
game. Yeah, let's talk about that game. All right, so Titans Colts. This is a funny game too because I had money on this game too, but it wasn't that much, right? I just had like $30 on the game that the Colts, so the Titans would be up because the Titans were the underdog,
right?
By like 4.5 or whatever, right? So I felt good about the Titans. I just didn't think they'd be that good yesterday, bro, or Sunday, bro. Like,
right, they were up. Well, you had them up what, 6?
No, so this is yeah. I had them between 4 and 6 points that they'd be up at halftime. They was up at like 14, bro, because the game was going back and forth.
Early on, yeah.
Colts scored, Titans scored. Colts scored, Titans scored. Colts stalled the drive, Titans scored. Colts started the drive, Titans scored. Titans scored, bro. Like,
Titans completely just took it over.
And before you know it, it's 45-26. And this is where we're going to have start having a conversation about Derrick Henry and his Hall of Fame potential. Because I've never seen somebody turn around their career like this.
Yeah.
Go from okay, mediocre, to dominant. And it's usually somebody has a great year, contract year. But he's continued to keep it going, dog. Like, this nigga had 176 yards and 3 touchdowns, bro. This is prime Adrian Peterson numbers, dog. Like, running backs don't get these kind of numbers no more, bro.
Right. No, he was incredible in yesterday's game. Although, I think that first touchdown, I think that was a touchdown pass, bro. I don't know if y'all seen it.
I seen it. It looked like a short pass, but they counted it as a run.
I mean, more power to him.
I mean, he still got the touchdown regardless,
right,
bro.
Right, but I just there's something to be said, man, about this Titans team and just the marriage between two guys who no one gave a fuck about, and then like no one cared about Derrick Henry when Mariota was the quarterback, and Tannehill coming from Miami never accomplished anything here. First year goes to the AFC Championship game, and like I don't know what it is about the combination of those two, but if there's any team that could give the Chiefs some trouble, it could be the Titans, like you said, Herb, because they have the running game that could keep the Chiefs on the bench. Like, the only way you're stopping the Chiefs, there's only 2 ways you can stop the Chiefs. You're either outscoring them, which I doubt you will, because they have the quarterback, the coach, and the weapons to outdo you, or you control the clock. And the Titans could control the clock probably just about better than anybody in the NFL right now. In the AFC, at least. Maybe the Steelers, but Big Ben's getting a lot of praise for the Steelers being undefeated, but I know the real Big Ben, bro. I seen that man throw 3 unnecessary picks against the Titans in one game. So that's the Ben who I would expect to see against a team like the Chiefs. But the Titans to me were super, bro. The first play of the game that I seen from that game, because I had it on Red Zone early, was Tannehill throwing that pass. All they did was pan. It wasn't even like they were showing the highlight. They just panned to the game, and Tannehill throws a 69-yard strike. Well, it wasn't a 60. He threw it 15 yards, and that nigga took it to the end zone, 69 yards. So, and I was just thinking to myself, like, God damn, look at the fucking Titans. But the Colts, I don't know how you guys feel about them, but I still think they can make the playoffs. The AFC is like, what is?
No, they're definitely gonna make it to the playoffs.
Like they can still make it.
There's fucking 8 playoff slots now, bro. They're going to make it.
Right?
They're going to
have the teams like I don't feel bad about their prospects. They're not winning the division, I don't think, but they're still a pretty solid team. You got.
Bro, but that's the thing about the NFL this season. There's a lot of solid teams.
Yeah, it's too many.
I think there's one great team and everybody else, bro. And that just, like, anybody could be anybody except when it comes to Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are just in their own tier, and I don't even think they're as good as they were last year. It just, they have the perfect storm of people can't really practice, niggas is hurt, there's a fucking pandemic, and you give a team that just won the Super Bowl that already knows and doesn't have to figure shit out on the fly, they're just obviously going to have a great advantage that they would have had regardless, dog.
They can be had, though.
They can be had, though. And
that's the thing.
So let me just run through a bunch of teams that this is where it gets tough, though. Like, I could just name some teams. Houston, no. Washington, no. Like, Buffalo, no. New England, no. Cardinals, no. Like, Minnesota, no. Panthers, no. Raiders, maybe, but Raiders have to play them in the playoffs to make it happen. New Orleans, hell no. 49, no. Like, at some point, dog, like, who do you believe in, bro? To me, it's literally just the Titans, bro. Like, honestly, dog. And before we get into the second half of the show, like, we could talk about the Titans and the Colts all day, but at the end of the day, this is just a really good division game, right? This is where I want to talk about stuff that is the the anomaly, I should say, of this season, bro. COVID is kicking the NFL's ass, bruh.
Yeah.
Like, we were supposed to have Ravens and Steelers. We were supposed to talk about that game. We can't. You want to know why? Because everybody in the fucking Ravens is sick. I don't even know the names. The minute when Lamar Jackson got it, I was like, oh, yeah, they're postponing it.
Yeah.
They postponed it to Monday. Nope. Postponed it to Tuesday. Nope. Now they're playing on Wednesday at 3:40. There's going to be a football game, a national football game in the middle of the fucking week at 3:40 p.m., bro. You feel me? Like, these niggas are trying to just, you can't be this obvious that all this is about money, dog.
I know. The greed speaks volumes, man.
Listen, if you expected better, fam, I don't know what.
It's not that we expect
when they allowed a little, I don't know who first did it. I think it was the Cowboys. But nonetheless, when they started allowing fans, I was like, "Oh, you just don't care,
bro. They don't give a fuck at all.
They don't."
Yeah, bro. Like this is where it is. But this is what happens. You're gonna be the laughingstock, and now you have a whole game, a huge game too. You think they want to sacrifice Ravens Steelers on a Wednesday at 3:40?
Nah,
if this was fucking Jags Texans all day. This was Jets and Jags all day. Who cares? This is the Ravens and the Steelers.
It's not even worth watching at this point, though.
You're probably right because Lamar's not going to play. So yeah, bro, who fucking cares, dog? So it's just the nature of the beast this year. But the ultimate love child of the NFL's incompetence and COVID gave us something that we only thought we would never see. Like, we saw a game with 2 quarterbacks that weren't quarterbacks, bro. Literally. Like, this is what happened. The Saints and Broncos this is what I really wanted to get into. This is the product. This was the love child, bro, of what COVID and the NFL created, dog. And it gave us, the viewers, one of the worst experiences of all time.
Bro, let me tell you something, man. When they cut to the game, because after the Dolphins game, I was just watching Red Zone. And nigga, I'm watching the game. And like I see the first play as a Wildcat. I'm just like, oh man, they trying Drew Lock. They like Drew Lock. We don't even want you to start because I didn't know anything about the Broncos quarterback situation. So the next play is another Wildcat. They snap it to Philip Lindsay again. I'm like, damn, they running the Wildcat a lot. Why the fuck they keep? And 4 plays later, I'm just like, damn, like they ain't got no quarterback. And then that's when the commentators make mention that all the Broncos QBs ended up having to be quarantined because nobody decided to wear a mask.
It's like you can't be that. Like, you can't be that stupid, bro.
Like, why would you guys risk that? Like, you basically forfeited the game.
You forfeited the game, and you just became an embarrassment. Like, I know every nigga who suited up that day hates that entire QB meeting room. Bro.
Oh, of course.
They can't stand none of them niggas, dog.
None, bro.
Like,
none.
All of them couldn't play. You had a undrafted rookie wide receiver who hasn't played since Division II college football. The part that blows my mind is that it must have happened so late that they couldn't just go sign somebody, bruh. Like they had no other choice.
Bruh, you know what they also said? The announcer said that that the fucking Saints were informed shortly before the game, so the Saints were just like, wait, what? You think these niggas ain't gonna try out a quarterback? So imagine that, bro. You're right. Like it would happen so late, Herb. And just think about this, bro. This is how crazy 2020 is, my nigga. This is the first time I recall in my life where I got to watch an emergency quarterback. That's what he was, an emergency QB.
And the thing is, bro, there's so many steps that safeguard you from ever having to watch a fucking emergency quarterback. There's 3 quarterbacks on the roster, bro. Then there's somebody on the practice squad, bro. And then sometimes they have an emergency quarterback. Everybody was gone, bro. The emergency quarterback is a lie. That is the ultimate contingency plan that because there's so many things in place to keep that from coming to fruition, bro. The Broncos broke that, bro. They broke the matrix, dog.
Like with flying colors, bro. It was like they performed like an amazing Street Fighter combo. Like they knocked out all 4 fucking quarterbacks.
You have a higher chance, bro.
That's incredible.
Quarterbacks all getting shot at random times in the week, bro, and all of them niggas can't play the game than what happened where all of them got sick at the same time because they just didn't wear a mask, bro. Like all it did was just one. That's it. Only one had to wear a mask, so he'd be fine. All of them, bro. Like the odds of that happening, bro.
This is incredible, dog.
The emergency quarterback is sometimes not even a quarterback. How the fuck he got sick, bro? Like,
bro, I feel bad for that man because on that man's resume, bro, is a game where he completed 1 pass for 13 yards with 2 picks, man.
Dog, okay.
You know, he's forever going to be fucking
He's going to be forever
that.
remembered. So I have 2 observations about that, right? I want to get into it, right? This should be a crash course into any fucking lame-ass nigga who played high school football. Not even general. I'm not even going to generalize it. How about fuck that? Just the average person in general, dog. We make fun of quarterbacks. We're going to make fun of quarterbacks about 20 minutes. Not even. We do this. It's fun. Seeing trash quarterbacks and mediocre players, it brings joy to me because I just get the kick out of it. Not because I'm jealous or anything. I just think it's funny that you can play football that bad, right? But they are still professional quarterbacks, dog. The worst quarterback in the NFL is better than any quarterback that's not in the NFL, bro.
Big fact.
No matter how close they are to getting in the NFL, bro. There's a reason why they couldn't make the cut. And you saw that. This dude is not just some dude who's never picked up a football before.
Right.
He played quarterback in high school. State champion. He played quarterback in college. He got converted to a receiver for a reason because they said, you can't do this in the big boy league, dog. He showed why.
He showed it, man. 1 for 9.
Nathan Peterman, as funny as he is, as bad as he is, bro, he's several levels better than Ken Hilton is as a quarterback, dog.
Crazy, man. I never thought I could ever agree to a statement like that. That Nathan Peterman, a quarterback who I watched, where his I think his first 4 positions were interceptions. Like he's definitively better than someone else who was suited up with a quarterback number. Like it's astonishing. Man.
Nah, and that's what I just want to bring that up. It's just we have to keep that in hindsight. We have to keep that in the back of our heads. Like they are still professional quarterbacks. So when you don't have a professional quarterback play quarterback, this is what you get. They're not used to avoiding pressure. They're not used to dissecting coverages and having to do all of that at the same time. Ken Hilton probably could throw the ball 60, 70 yards. But can you do that while you're fucking running from a 300-pound lineman, dog? While trying to diagnose a play. And it takes all of those skills within 2.3 seconds to be a professional quarterback, dog. Patrick Mahomes make it look easy. Prime Peyton Manning makes it look easy. Even fucking Teddy Bridgewater, who's not even top tier, can do it.
Right.
You can't. There's a reason why, bro. Appreciate it. Respect it, dog.
Yes, indeed. You have to.
All right, so enough about that. This is where we bring back the stuff that we love the most. We're gonna go ahead and close out the show with something that we haven't done, and it kind of pains me because this was a staple last year, bro.
Right. We gotta bring it back.
We gotta bring it back, bro. To all our OG listeners, you know what we're talking about, bro. Bad dope of the week, man.
Bad dope of the week.
And if you are not somebody who knows what bad dope of the week is, bad dope of the week is any player, or team or game can be nominated for bad dope of the week. And it's self-explanatory. What was just terrible? What was like a bad bag of dope that you can't get back? What was money that you feel like you spent that was wasted? Have you ever went to the bar, got a drink, and it was terrible? Damn, you can't get that $10 back. Have you ever got a steak and it was just rougher and rubbery and you ate it? Damn, you can't get that $30 back. This is what bad dope was. An experience on the football field that you can't get back, bro. So what do you want to nominate as your bad dope of the week, bro?
I have 2 nominees. My first nominee is Sam Darnold. Because watching him play football is just made me want to cry. I felt sympathy for the Jets, something that I didn't even think was possible. I never thought I've spent my life hating the Jets so much that I didn't think I could watch them and be like, yeah, I'll need another quarterback. Like, bro, I should want them to keep Sam Darnold, but I don't want to watch that guy on my TV screen anymore, bro. I'm tired of it. Second nominee, gotta go with the Raiders, man. The Raiders were fucking, people were riding them high. They had a close little shootout with the Chiefs after some good wins. So we all thought like, okay, they're just going to go to Atlanta and get that W. And the Atlanta Falcons just, for what it's worth, they just turned into the booty warrior on these niggas like, oh, I want you and I'm going to get you. Like they just straight fucking, they splacked that ass. 43-6, man. Who saw that coming?
Nah, bro, that got pretty ugly, bro. My bad dope is it's Carlton Davis, bro. If you don't know who that is, bro, that's the cornerback for the Buccaneers, bro. You cannot let a wide receiver get 200 yards in 1 quarter, bro. Maybe a half. I'll let a half slide, bro, but not a quarter, bro.
Honestly, bro,
that's nonsense, bro.
Once a nigga hits 100, once he get to 150, bro, I'm going for the knees.
Bro, do you know that man at that point, bro, after the end of the first quarter, bro, that man was on pace for to have 800 yards in 1 game? Are you kidding me?
Bro, people thought that he was going to, because I think the record is 336 yards. It was set in like 1989. That's like the record. Like, people thought he was going to break that record, nigga. And
bro, this man was on pace for 800 yards in 1 game, bro. 800 yards and 8 touchdowns.
Bro, imagine that meeting room after the first quarter.
All right, hey, my bad dope is Tom Brady throwing the ball into someone's helmet for the interception. That's my bad. That's my bad dope of the week.
That was comical, bro. Like that was indicative, like of who the Bucks are right now, bro. It was that pay.
Yep.
Oh man. All right, so now we got bad dope. All right, those are our nominees of bad dope. Let's go ahead and close out the show with another staple from last year. You're the worst, and that's just short for you're the worst QB of the week, where we nominate the 5 worst quarterback performances And this was a sight to see, but this week was particularly special, dog. Like, I'm talking Picasso, I'm talking Beethoven, I'm talking Hans Zimmer, I'm talking some people at the pinnacle of their craft.
We
dog.
got the Basquiat's of bad dope. That's who we got, baby.
We got Basquiat's, man. We got artistes. We got people who redefine how it is to be bad at quarterback in one game, bro. So coming in at matter of fact, let's start with the honorable mentions, bro. My honorable mentions before we get into the top five. My heart goes out to you, Ken Hilton, quarterback of the Broncos, or I should say wide receiver masquerading as quarterback of the Broncos. You guys dealt a terrible hand, bro, but you got to be a part of this. Another honorable mention, Mitch Trubisky.
Damn, Mitch didn't even break the top 5.
That's how bad it was, bro. I told you this was tough. This was competitive. These were shit. This was a top tier battle this week. Mitch couldn't even break the top 5, bro. Damn. And this isn't really, and this was actually supposed to be another nominee for bad dope as well. Matthew Stafford is a nominee, bro. Not because he was bad, bro, but his bad dope is just his legacy is bad dope, bro. Right, just his entire existence as quarterback, bro. But coming in at number 5, man, this guy's a staple, bro. It's like every other week this guy's on here, bro. Jared Goff, dog. Fuck, man. Like, the guy keeps fooling you into thinking he's something, but the past 2 weeks he's been particularly bad, bro. He shouldn't have beat the Bucs because he did everything in his power to lose that game, but Tom would not be denied, bro. So Tom out Jared Goff last week, bro. But you know the deal, bro. Less than 200 yards passing, barely completed 60% of his passes, dog. Threw 2 picks, no touchdowns, and got sacked twice, bro. And just all around, just a mediocre performance, dog. Coming in at number 4. If you see his stat line, you're like, it's not that bad. But then you realize you only put up 6 points against the Falcons defense, bro. Derek Carr, bro. There's nothing in particular to pick out. Just his ineffectiveness was so unbelievably putrid that he had to make the list, dog.
Bro, and he threw a pick 6.
Bro.
He deserved to.
Coming in at number 3, this one was tough because normally if you win the game, I don't put you on bad dope. I mean, you're the worst. That's the rule. At the end of the day, you won the game. You won the game. Right. But when you have a performance this bad, like I can't let that shit slide, bro. Taysom Hill, bro. The man only completed 78 passing yards. He only had 78 passing yards, bro.
Wasn't he like 8 of 15 or something?
Bro,
like
9 of 16. Did not complete 60% of his passes. Only had a unbelievably putrid 4.9 passing yards per average, bro. That was his yards per attempt, bro. 4.9. Of course he threw a pick. Of course he got sacked 3 times. Of course he had a 33.8 QBR for the week, dog. Of course, bro. What else can he not do, bro? Coming in at number 2. We've been talking about this guy a lot, so you knew he was going to make an appearance in here, bro. Coming in at number 2, man. Sammy Darnold, bro. What can I say that hasn't been said about this dude, bro? This dude is bad. Like, that's his adjective, bro. Or whatever it is. Adjective, bro. Bad. He's Sam bad, Darnold, man. Bro. Whatever. What's the first thing you think of? Bad quarterback.
Actually, sometimes when I think Sam Darnold, I think he looks like the Lego fireman.
That is true, bro. And that Lego fireman looking motherfucker only had 197 yards, had 2 of the worst picks you'll ever see in your life. Did not complete 60%. You feel me? Which is on par with the past 5 games, bro, which is 60, 52, 54, and 58. He does not complete 60%.
If he was at least 3 of 10, 3 of 11 on third down, something like that.
It's just bad, bro.
He was bad. He was terrible.
And that 18.2 QBR was indicative of who he is as a player, dog. Just ugh. You feel me?
Don't worry, Jets fans. Trevor Lawrence is coming. This is the game. This is the game where y'all realize. Y'all need it.
All right. And come and get a number 1, bro. Remember how I mentioned how I don't like putting people who win the game on the list at all? I damn sure don't like putting them number 1, bro. But you got to break the entire system and the code of this you're the worst to do what Cam Newton did, bro. There's no way that he wasn't the number 1 worst quarterback of the week, bro. In a victory. in a victory.
In a
win, bro.
Incredible.
Like, I can't give them too much credit for the game-winning drive. Not when you have, as a team, and you are a part of a team only having 69 passing yards for the entire four quarters.
Oof.
Not a quarter, not a drive. 69 passing yards total as a team. Only completed 9 passes, which is literally 50% of his passes. Had a 4.7 yards per attempt, threw 2 ugly picks, and he took 3 sacks. And he had a sub 10 QBR at 6.6, bro.
He checked all the boxes, man.
Checked all the boxes. So, Cam Newton, unfortunately, you my boy, and Black Twitter's gonna kill me, Brett. You're the worst QB of the week. All right, man. Anything y'all boys want to get at before we check out, bro?
Nah, man. I mean, I think we've had ourselves another good show, man. I'm looking forward to next week. Dolphins at Bengals, another W. Hopefully, you never know.
I mean, you should, bro. I mean,
no Burrow, but man, you know the NFL.
Hey, Ryan Finley, man, might gives y'all some trouble, man.
Oh man.
Hey, listen, I don't know what game. I don't recall what game it was, but I was watching the highlight for it. I literally seen 5 turnovers on 1 quarter. I don't know which game it was. I just want to say that was bad, bro.
All right, bro. We'll get to the bottom of that. And anybody who's listening, appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. See y'all next week, man.